I'm so excited to be with the cast of the Umbrella Academy. How are we doing today?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, dancing.
Very good.
Energized, you know, free tea and coffee.
Absolutely. Can't
What
complain.
more could you ask for?
It's all right,
Yeah.
What has it meant for both of you to be a part of this incredible series? I mean, it has a wonderful fan base. It has so much heart to it. So just what has it really meant? What has, it affected your life?
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, we were saying this yesterday, it's been 4 seasons, right? But it's actually been like 7, nearly 8 years of our lives. So it's been a big old chunk. So, it's been really special. I think you get one of these kind of shows once in a blue moon where you just go, wow, that was really special. And this was one of them, incredible group. I'll miss this group dearly. I absolutely love playing with them on set every day and even doing this with these guys, like just hanging out. We're a real kind of group of siblings, really, on and off screen. So it's been wonderful. Yeah.
I mean, gosh, the thing I've just been feeling is I just feel so lucky. Like, I feel so grateful that we got to have these 4 seasons. Mm-hmm. I got to work with such incredible people and to play this character that every season had such a fantastic arc to dive into. And then to have, personal things in my life happen and to have that be welcomed into the show and not pushed away and have that be a part of the show, of course, I'll never forget. But yeah, mostly I just feel so lucky to have been in a group of such amazing people and a part of something that people responded to in such a special way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's had a massive impact on all of our, it's a solid chunk of time that we've put into making this thing come together. So, it definitely gets into you whether you like it or not. Yeah, it's just been a blessing.
It's been life-changing. Oh my goodness. That was just a dream to be doing a show like this with these kind of people at this scale. So I am still pinching myself that I've got to have this experience. It's been a wild, wild ride. Very grateful.
I too feel just incredibly grateful for the opportunity to tell Allison's story. I had never been in front of a camera when I booked this job, and the whole 7 years of filming it has just been such an education and a learning experience and a crash course, especially the first season. And I think I just feel so grateful that the first kind of on-camera job I ever had, I got to work with the most incredible actors on film today, but then also to get to experiment and learn how to do my own stunts and do green screen and work with weapons and be in love and be angry and be murderous at moments. And I just got to explore and play. And then in season 2, having to I had the privilege of telling Allison's story and moving through the civil rights movement and being able to tell that story through her. I just feel so unbelievably grateful, and I've just learned so much.
Well, it's definitely given me a lot of stability in terms of being an actor. And so I don't have to worry on that. And also, I mean, at least in this moment, and also yeah, I know.
You never know.
Yeah, it's true. And also just the way the way it sort of changed the outlook on my family and how they see the arts, because we were never really like the people that would go and watch theater we loved films and movies, but never saw it as a job, and now that sort of is a possibility.
Absolutely. How about you?
So similar. Yeah. I mean, my parents, my family, no one in my extended family has any connection to the entertainment industry. They have no idea what to expect. Obviously, they were very worried about me when I first started pursuing this, but I think because of the show, they have just a much better understanding that this is a viable career.
Yeah.
And that I'm very happy doing this, and obviously so supportive. And yeah, the show kind of changed everything. I mean, it has opened a lot of doors, and very, very thankful for it.
Yeah. I need $100, son. Oh, damn it. All right, here
exactly. They are asking for way more money.
A lot more money, yeah.
When Umbrella Academy came out on Planet Television,
It was like getting a fame booster in the arse, you know. And that at first I reacted negatively to that. I was quite self-indulgent. And even though I'd been kind of working my whole life to be a successful actor, when that degree of fame arrived, it made me kind of miserable for a while. But what the kind of loveliness of the reaction of the fans of the show did for me was compel me to sit down and look at the kind of negative, one-sided narrative of fame that I'd been telling myself, and then rebalance it so that the narrative more sort of accurately reflected reality. So truly, people being kind and complimentary about the show and about Klaus and everything to me, walking up to me in the street and like telling me they enjoyed my work all over the place, genuinely helped to get me over myself and my own sort of self-created suffering around the sudden change of fame, you know. And that was a huge thing. That was a huge thing that kind of happened over maybe a year and a half, 2 years of my life, you know.
And everyone's so excited to see how this season, what's going to happen. And I know you've really grown with these characters over the years. So I wanted to ask, what advice would you give your season 1 character?
Chill out, mate. It ain't that bad.
But there's a lot going on.
Yeah. He's got on his shoulders, to be fair. Yeah. The moon sucks alone as well. It really does.
Yeah, stop taking so many drugs. Do you know what I mean? Just easy on the recreational drugs. Every now and again, recreationally, but don't be going overboard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't become too attached to your father's urn. You know, there's no.
Yeah.
So
and that goes for all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a pile of ashes, man. Move on.
Oh yeah, I would say relax, buddy.
Oh, that's good.
Relax, have fun.
Yeah.
You know, I was so nervous that first season.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would say, oh boy, you have no idea what this is going to turn into.
Why would you want to say that? That would make him more nervous.
Yeah, but still, I'll be like, you actually, you know what? Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't say anything because maybe he would. Because the thing about it is because I took it so seriously, that's where the comedy started coming out of. And I didn't know that there was going to be comedy in that. And so maybe I wouldn't say anything. Maybe I'd just like watch and be like, just don't drink.
Be
sober.
Just
be obvious.
Yeah.
I think just be as much of a sponge as you can. And I think just keep an open mind and have fun and yeah, just play and enjoy. And I think that's, I think coming from theater specifically where it's so much play, I think I got to TV and film and was like, well, this is serious business. And it is, but it's also okay to try new things and have fun and experiment and fall on your face because you can always do another take. Whereas in theater, it's kind of like you kind of get one chance and then the show's over. But I think, to just play and not hold the reins so tightly. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I remember I'd get hung up on things like, oh, what? I blow up the moon? Like, how is that going to work? And then there's this and that thing.
You were really upset about the moon.
And then I think what was cool was then I watched it and I'm like, oh my God, like all that shit actually really works. And it's and I think it made, honestly, moving forward, it's just this sort of more... I guess, yeah, the logical part of your brain is going, it doesn't really make sense because of dude. And it's just like, Elliot, it's called it's a superhero show. And
anything can happen.
All the incredible people and post and in sound and make this work. Yeah. And I remember just watching it and being like, oh, wow. And I think it took out a certain...
seriousness of trying,
Well,
in the first season, you don't know what you're making.
Yeah, we had no idea.
It's you don't know how if people are gonna like it, if it's gonna do well. So there's a lot of pressure to get it right.
I was like, really, guys? The moon? I was just like, I was really
about the moon.
Why they shoot a beam up to the moon?
Yeah, and then people loved it, and We have talking monkeys and exploding moons and ridiculous superpowers,
Right.
and that's what makes our show so beautiful. Is the things that in the beginning I think we were questioning.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
They don't
if you just let go and have fun, it's so
Totally.
great. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask, I mean, just about your characters specifically, if you could assign a spirit animal to them, what would you choose?
Should we try each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea.
I think that 5 is a bird.
What kind of bird? Be specific.
Pelican.
Okay. Man, I really should have had something prepared.
What you suggested. Don't
Well,
say
it's
something
on the-
mean.
on the
Don't
spot.
say
Something
anything mean.
joyful.
Damn it.
Playful.
Yes.
But I don't know. Cat's not quite right, but maybe it depends on the cat.
I was going to say a
because you're always
dog.
teasing people.
Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lila definitely has like the joy of that. Yeah.
A gorilla.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like Diego is sort of just, when he walks into a room, he can bang on walls. Like that's sort of his, just wants to make sure that people know he's there. So he's not walking in kind of like, oh, what's going on? He just comes in. He's like, I'm ready to fight anything that comes at me. But he doesn't attack, like a lion. He sort of just kind of walks in and he's like, all right, who wants to fight me? What about you?
This sounds like a cop-out answer, but an octopus because
Obviously.
they're just like very smart, but they can like sort of bend and mold their body to fit into little crevices and corners, and I feel like Ben sort of can adapt to his surroundings and figure out what he needs to do in a certain situation.
I would have wished we saw him in jail and see how he adapted to being in jail.
That we want the
I want to see, like,
Ben
was
in
he
jail
the
spin-off.
penetrating kind, or
Let's stop it there.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Save it for the spinoff.
Yes,
You know,
save
we
it
gotta
for the-
we gotta have content there.
Save
you're gonna eat that soup cup of noodles?
Just stop. Just stop.
Spirit animal.
Spirit animal.
Mm-hmm.
I think Klaus somewhere in the sort of. Oh, maybe reptilian is too cold.
Yeah.
Maybe spirit animal. Trying to think mammals. Do you know what? Because Klaus is neither one nor the other. Let's go with the duck-billed platypus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a left field one. Yeah.
He's kind of half sort of lizard, half bird, half fish.
Yeah. He doesn't know what he is.
He doesn't know what he is.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's the perfect
Yeah.
spirit animal.
I mean, on the outside, he's obviously like ape man, but I think his spirit animal is probably a Labrador.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
Right, like the sky's sweet and cuddly.
Yeah. Just wants to be with his family.
Yeah.
Loyal. Yeah.
What are you excited for fans to see from when this season comes out?
I'm excited for them to see Aidan Gallagher's performance as 5 from
Right.
Color Academy.
What else could they ask for?
What else do you want?
Richard Aria's performance
Okay.
from the 4th season of Umbrella Academy on August 8th.
Oh my god.
Only on Netflix.
Yeah, I think that we go out with a bang. There's just so much joy to be had watching it this season. It's heartfelt, it's funny,
It's very funny.
and it's my favorite season yet, for sure.